Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Austin of the Lone Few, and this can be just kind of off the cuff. I really don't have much of a plan going into this, but I want to talk about Battle Royale, which was just announced for Battlefield 5 now, coming this October alongside Call of Duty, which is also supposed to have Battle Royale, and a lot of people are mad about it, right? And a lot of people are looking at this, and they see it as stealing from Fortnite, or rather copying from Fortnite and PUBG and all the popularity that those games have had, and they're trying to now shoehorn it into every single game that comes out, which isn't a new tactic that AAA developers have used in the past. I mean, you know, we saw this thing with like the rise of horde modes and zombies and stuff. You know, we saw this with automatic health regen and stuff, where one game adopts it, it does very, very well, and everyone else follows suit, and suddenly it's now a staple of AAA titles like this. And so I don't automatically poo-poo at the idea of Battle Royale coming over to the AAA space, more or less. Because there is a reason that AAA games are AAA games. They are polished. They are some of the best and most refined versions of some of these things. And while, of course, Fortnite honestly is very well optimized and everything, I look at PUBG, and every time that I play PUBG, I'm like, this game would be amazing if I could actually, like, control my fucking character and there weren't just constant fucking frame drops and people popping in and fucking things glitching in the ground and the physics just making absolutely zero sense when you hop on a motorcycle. Every single time, I'm like, I want to play this, but in an engine that actually works, you know? And if there is any engine, any existing engine that I think Battle Royale would be perfect for, it would be the Battlefield engine. It's already optimized for a fuckload of players. Maybe not 100. I'm pulling these numbers out of my ass right now, but Battlefield 1, I believe, was 32v32, right, at its max on console. So 64 players. That's not quite 100, but we're getting there. The vehicles feel very tight, and they're already in the game. Not quite like Call of Duty, where it seems like they're going to just kind of shoehorn some stuff in, and, you know, it hasn't gone through the literal decades of refinement that Battlefield has had on their vehicles, on their buggies, and their helicopters and planes and whatnot. The destruction engine, I think, is fantastic. You know, bringing some of those elements from Fortnite in, where anything that you hide in can be destroyed at any moment. Same sort of thing applies to Battlefield, minus, of course, the building mechanic, which is something that I personally am not a fan of anyway, the entire building mechanic of Fortnite. And I think a lot of people are reacting this way for kind of good reason to the news of Battle Royale coming to Battlefield 5. Because it's so oversaturated right now. You know, Call of Duty just announced their version. You know, it seems like every single day there's a new Battle Royale on Steam taking some other new spin on it, and it's all, you know, going to shit. But if I am, you know, imagining in my own head the universe in which Battlefield 5 announced this, you know, 2 or 3 months ago, I think I would be pumped for this. And I think a lot of people would also be pumped for this. The engine just makes sense. The maps are already huge. You know, the dev team have already had extensive experience building and balancing giant maps that can easily transfer over to something like Battle Royale. On top of the fact that Battlefield games already look and run amazingly, coupled with how popular it is on PC and how it's essentially devved for them first, I don't see why people are mad. This seems like the quintessential, this is what Battle Royale should be. Like, this is the engine that they should be using for it. They've also announced no loot boxes and no premium pass, meaning that everything that is in the game you can earn right off the bat completely free. And future expansions will also be free. An even better DLC model than Fortnite, where you still have to buy a battle pass every season. Here it's everything, which is great, and people should, you know, be excited for this shit. Whether or not the rest of EA's press conference today was any better, as well, it's just a lie. Yarny was cool. That came out, and they announced some stuff for Battlefront. That was about it. Oh, Anthem. Anthem looks like Destiny, but with Iron Man suits. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Other than that, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what else is coming out of course, Bethesda tomorrow and Microsoft. And then on Monday with Sony, and I believe Ubisoft is also. I don't know what Ubisoft's got going on. Probably an Assassin's Creed. Who knows? But of course, I am excited for Battlefield 5. I've said it a lot. I don't even realize how big of a Battlefield fan that I am. You know, it's one of those things where, like, I look back and I'm like, I have played and platinum trophied every single Battlefield game since Bad Company, you know, and while, like, I probably wouldn't list Battlefield in, like, my top 5 games or something, I recognize that it has a very specific niche, and Battle Royale just, it perfectly encapsulates the niche that they have, that they've created. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today. I have no idea what I've been talking over this whole time. I probably don't have time to grab any Battlefield 1 footage or anything, so this is probably like the trailer over and over again or something. Let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the description down below. In the description, in the comment section down below. God, I'm tired. This came out of nowhere. I just felt like talking. Yeah. See you guys when I see you guys. So see you guys. Peace.